Hello and welcome back to another PB+J movie review. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Justin.
And we just got back from seeing the
Lego
Lego movie. Yes, that movie.
I am so happy with it. I am thrilled.
Yes, I just might even smile after watching this movie.
And I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Indeed. At first, seeing the trailers, I thought this either was going to be a really good movie, like a really enjoyable, solid movie, or it was going to completely blow and it would just be a generic little animated movie.
And I just thought it was interesting from just seeing the trailers how they made the movie with the CGI looking like actual Legos and stuff.
Yes, they put a lot of thought. There is a very charming movie.
Yeah.
They really made it seem like Legos. They had all these pieces, even like the little flame pieces.
Yeah.
And their lasers kind of look like Legos.
They really kept it true to the Lego spirit.
And how they walked, it was clunky movements, just like a Lego.
Yeah. For example, I think they even showed in the trailer or the commercials when Emmett did jumping jacks.
Yeah, jumping jacks. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And he's struggling, but that's the movement for you. And they can be acrobatic when they want because it's Legos, and Legos can do whatever they want. So, yeah. Alright, let's go into the plot of this movie. So, basically, there's this big...
builder, like Emmett. That's what the movie...
There's a prophecy of this builder...
Master builder.
Who is Emmett, and he's going to save the world from the structurous,
because he has
evil Will Ferrell character. Yeah, Will Ferrell character, Lord Business. He's basically a stereotypical kind of villain, but
yeah,
a little bit better. You'll see later on in the movie.
Yeah,
we'll go into characters a little bit later. Just stick around, viewers. We'll get into that. So, the wizard Vitruvius, played by Morgan Freeman.
Awesome, by the way.
Yes, he has this magical block thingy. I really don't...
Yeah, did they even get into that?
The Cradle? Is that it?
No, that was the thing.
Let's just call it the block.
Yes.
There's a special block that he was guarding, and then Lord Business, the evil villain of this movie, takes it. And he made up this prophecy. This is spoilers, by the way.
Yeah.
So
yeah, if you're watching it,
please get out.
Yeah,
ton of spoilers. A huge ton of spoilers. It'll ruin the movie, the magic of this awesome movie. So,
Lord Business tries to get this block, this mysterious block, from Emmett to go with his evil plan.
And it's up to this apparent hero to save the day. And Emmett, this ordinary Lego guy,
ordinary average Joe guy.
Yes, and they made a lot of jokes about that.
Bland, every man you could think of.
For someone who's pretty bland, he had a good sense of humor.
Yes.
Well, anyways, he gets a hold of this block, and it's basically attached to him, and...
he becomes the special.
He becomes part of this prophecy that, I can't remember the wizard's name. The wizard Vitruvius spoke about in his prophecy, which, again, it's revealed that he made it up.
And it's about this Lego guy who's special and interesting and has the most talent and will be revered for history for saving the world.
And there's other people that will help him out on his ventures to saving the world from the evil clutches of Lord Business.
We have Batman.
An evil businessman, because everything that has to do with business in a movie is evil, especially in a children's movie.
Just think of the Muppets. I brought it up, guys.
Tax Richmond
brought that up.
We brought the Muppets movie, sorry. Probably people that don't like it.
Terrible movie. Anyway.
It was alright, whatever.
Anyway, back to the Lego movie. Emmett has a group of fellow Lego characters that follow him throughout the movie and help him.
Wild Style, her name is actually Lucy, played by Elizabeth Banks. She did very well.
Very good character. Very good.
Funny at points, serious at points.
Serious.
A good mix. We have Chris Pratt as our main hero, Emmett, and he does very well for the part. He's very witty.
And you see him develop as a character.
Yeah, you see him grow. That's what we want to see. Will Ferrell as Lord Business,
And
also
we'll get into
that
it later.
He's actually
The father.
the father of this boy who actually created this whole setup
Yes.
for the Lego movie.
The father.
Which is interesting because this is Legos.
Yes, but
not like a real
we'll
fantasy
get into
world.
that a bit later.
So he plays Lord Business. He did well.
He did very well.
Brought his
charm.
His usual charisma, as Will Ferrell always does. Will Arnett as Batman. This is the next big Batman movie after Dark Knight Rises.
And wow, I loved it. They had so much jokes.
It was so funny. There was this song that Batman wrote of him
and Lucy.
We wrote for Lucy.
And he's singing it, and it's all like dark and
My
ominous.
father died. And
like,
he's very brooding. It's like the most stereotypical brutish kind of Batman. Something like on how it should have ended with the superhero cafe. We have Batman, this jokey Batman who says, "I'm Batman" all the time with Superman.
It's
kind of like that. Very funny. I really enjoyed that. A good sense of humor. The reason why I saw this movie was basically for two reasons. Well, actually, three. First of all, I like Legos. Everyone likes Legos.
And the Lego video games.
Yes. Second of all, Morgan Freeman. Enough said. And third of all, Batman. Yes, and the other DC superheroes, but whatever. And so there are other characters
as well. They also the Lego movie also features some heroes such as Superman and
these are minor people.
They are minor people.
Oh, here's one more person that we should mention. Well, we should also mention, I guess
that pirate, right?
We're talking about Morgan Freeman as Vitruvius. Very funny. He seemed like
he kind of seemed like Gandalf to me.
Yeah, he's like the Gandalf of this movie. And
but there still
is Gandalf in this movie.
There is Gandalf.
He did very well. He had a nice performance. Again, a lot of humor. I like the script. The writing is very clever. A lot of good jokes. Surprisingly, jokes were not only okay.
And
they were actually hysterical at points.
It didn't feel forced.
These jokes were not forced. They were genuinely good. There were Lego puns. There were bad puns because it's Batman. There were jokes all around. Up and everywhere.
And there were jokes for everyone in the film. So
yes, there was actually more adult jokes.
If you're a 40-year-old guy or a 5-year-old kid, you're gonna get enjoyment out of this film. So go watch it.
And one more person, Liam Neeson as the bad cop or good cop. Very funny.
Very funny. I thought they did a very good job. And you see this character develop.
We can call him the bipolar cop.
Yes, bipolar cop. You see him
a bit offensive, but
throughout the film, and it was done very well.
A lot of character development for an apparent silly little goofy children's animated film.
And it makes fun of Legos as well, and your child's play with it.
I'm thinking of the plot. At first, they knew it was a completely generic and ridiculous plot, and they had fun working with it. They're kind of joking around throughout the movie.
I thought, personally, it started off a little slow.
Not really. It was first it got okay, then good, then really good, then plain awesome.
By the end, it was, again, from what Brandon said here earlier today, it could be one of the best animated movies of the year.
Well, even though it's early in the year, but, what could beat the Lego movie, for crying out loud?
We'll have to see.
So, they knew it was such a stereotypical plot.
But they made fun of that.
Just a generic plot, as in, average guy comes to save the world and just save the day from this evil big baddie from a corporation. But it was like that, and if the movie was just like that, and they just focused on that, it would be good, with the jokes and everything. And it appealed to geeks everywhere alike.
Yes. Geeks, nerds,
and then,
everywhere.
Towards the end of the movie, it got serious.
It got
did, dark.
And it had so much heart to it. Not what you would expect from the Lego movie.
An average lesson of learning to be creative, and then a very big lesson that really tugs at my heart, and I think everyone else's, that everyone is special. You are special.
And that every guy, no matter how regular you are, could be a hero.
It was such a beautiful theme, and the sacrifices made even were a little bit sad. Like the death of Morgan Freeman's character, the Wizard. I can't say his name all the time. It's just too complicated, so I'll just say the Wizard.
Freeman's Wizard.
It was dramatic sacrifice, and especially with Emmett, his sacrifice. And, it's just a movie, it could be so fun and entertaining, yet so beautiful at a point.
And serious.
Yes.
But it really made a very good transition between those as well.
I thought it was very interesting, very unique how they had a real life
Portion
area.
of the movie, yeah.
Yes.
If our viewers here have watched the SpongeBob movie, I would like
Very
to compare
similar
it
than that in a
similar
way.
in that sense.
About learning
And
to
believe,
be your own man
and to believe in yourself.
and going into the real human world. That
Yes.
too. That happened to SpongeBob.
I would say this is a lot less, there's a lot less singing involved.
Well, there was a song like everything is awesome, everything. Yeah. You know, something like
It's
I don't
pretty
even know what it's
catchy.
called. Yeah, I'll give them that. So I really liked what they did with the child. That he was controlling
Yes.
the whole movie basically. And if you think about it, maybe this didn't exist. Maybe
It was
like
just
even like
his imagination.
Emmett learning to be a character.
Emmett could have been the child.
Emmett symbolism.
Yes.
Emmett is basically the child,
And Lord Business is
his father, who was played by Will Ferrell. I couldn't stop laughing when I saw him.
I was like cracking
wow,
up. I'm
Will
like,
Ferrell.
wow.
Like you actually see him in person in this movie. Did not expect that. It was
But
awesome.
it has a lot of heart to
and
it.
and he's like this geeky father who likes
collects
Legos.
and has to make
Very
everything
funny.
perfect and follow the
And you have to follow the instructions, but you learn from this movie to be creative. Emmett learns it, and the father learns it, and it's just plain beautiful. If it feels like the writers of the movies Up and Toy Story 3 said, you know, screw it, I'm done with Pixar. I'm gonna write the script
Lego.
for the Lego movie. It had so much charm, good things for fans of Legos and geek culture alike.
A lot of heart,
A very heartfelt story.
and it was very
A lot of
comedic.
humor, a lot of charm to it. The animation was stunning.
Was unique.
Yes. And all in all, a very good movie.
And I could definitely see them wanting to make a sequel.
I don't think there really should be a sequel. The fact that
I agree with you, but I think the Lego movie, judging on how well it's doing,
it probably would
they'll
be
probably
make a sequel,
make a sequel.
but still, it's a good movie on its own.
Yeah.
And I don't know where they would go to make a sequel, but whatever. The Muppets are doing it, and
Yeah, the Muppets could do it. They could do it.
yeah, and the Lego movie is awesome. So I guess closing remarks, as in just talking about things that you liked, just little
Okay.
things.
I liked the inclusion of a bunch of different Lego characters from throughout the Lego universe. I liked the comedic elements they put in the film. It was very funny, and I liked the overall message of heroism and uniqueness and everyone being special. And I thought they conveyed their messages very well, and I recommend that you go to theaters to see it, and if you already saw it, re-see it. And when it comes out on Blu-ray, buy it and watch it again.
I could have said it better myself, man, but I
5
tried
stars.
to. 5 stars, yeah. I think it's worthy, or at least like a 4.9 or something.
Yes.
Out of 5.
Yes.
Not 5 out of 10. That'd be terrible.
No,
It's a great movie.
it is great.
So, before I make my closing remarks, I would just like to mention, again, for the geeks out there, you're gonna love this. You have all these characters that come in. They're not major characters. The only major geekish character that comes in is Batman, really. But there's characters who minorly play roles here. We have Millhouse is in this.
The
we have
Justice League.
the characters in the Justice League, and it was funny with Superman, Green Lantern, and like Green Lantern's always following Superman. And we know Green Lantern's pretty lame. Well, he's not really lame, but in this movie
Yeah.
he kind of is. So
It
it
was
was
funny.
funny, good joke. And there's Wonder Woman. There's like, this gag I liked, where it was in the trailer. They played it a lot, but again, I still love it. When the Batmobile explodes, you're like, to the Batmobile, take it. And then Wonder Woman comes to the invisible jet, and they explode the invisible jet. And then she's like, dang it. It was very funny, very humorous. And I like, again, the other people that came in. Millhouse, if you're a Simpsons fan. Michelangelo, for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans. The actual real painter,
Yeah.
Michelangelo, that's how you call him. We have Abraham Lincoln,
Gandalf,
Gandalf, and Dumbledore
Dumbledore.
together. And they made, like,
They made the joke.
Dumbledore's voice pretty funny.
Mhm.
And they mixed up their names, like, Quiet Dumbledore.
And
like,
then Morgan Freeman.
Dumbledore.
It's like, I don't even
Dumbledore
care.
is the lame, but it proves that Gandalf is the better wizard.
For all you people.
Oh yeah. Come on, fellow Lord of the Ring fans, let's beat those Harry Potter fans, even though Harry Potter is great. What else? I would have liked if they had maybe a little more fandoms, but they
Yeah,
couldn't overdo it. They had to continue with
Exactly.
the story.
I mean, with their, sorry to intrude, but with the pirates, when they went to the pirate
It
world,
could have been Parts of the
it could have been
Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean. But you know what?
I don't
I'm
know.
not complaining.
And they had Star Wars.
Yeah.
They
that
had
was-
the Millennium Falcon, basically, and they had Han Solo,
and they got their
Chewbacca,
hyperdrive.
and
C3PO.
and Batman stole their hyperdrive. And it was one hilarious scene, and just seeing them, I was expecting, like, I really want a Lego Star Wars.
I mean, they had to
Like,
put
something
them in.
new,
That like
because
made them.
I love the games and just Lego Star Wars in general. I just love that, and it's so funny to see them and like Chewbacca's like, "Argh!" I can't do the Wookiee voice, and then T-Bird was like, "All right, sir." And since they lost their what do you call it, the generator, the hyperdrive, there was a scene in one of the Star Wars movies with this giant alien, it's like a worm,
yeah.
tapeworm like alien, and it eats them.
Yeah.
So it's like, it reminds you of the movies, and like, oh, that's hilarious. And I could not stop cracking up during this movie. I genuinely really had some
We were
good
just
hearty laughs.
Laughing. Yeah. And I don't get that from movies that much.
And there's jokes little kids got, some that they didn't get. I was laughing the whole way through. That I haven't done that in such a long time. Just laughing, enjoying a movie immensely. Okay, so Justin, I think you already gave your closing
Yes,
remarks. I'll give you mine. Comedy was consistent the whole way through. If you like comedy, you're gonna love this. The animation was very unique. If you like Legos, if you like the toys, if you like the video games, if you like the little crappy movies of Legos they make, you're gonna like this amazing,
Lego
astonishing
Batman
movie.
Really?
Well, I never saw it, so I can't really
judge it
on its own merit. Good action for a animated movie, a lot of charm to it. Has such an inspirational message, good theme, a beautiful story altogether. It's something you could even think about.
I did.
And I liked it even better than the RoboCop movie that I made a review and saw recently, so that's a lot to say. Okay, I think that's it. We
guys,
stated our points.
Thank you for watching.
Yes,
Please subscribe for
Please
more
subscribe.
awesome videos.
More awesome videos.
And watch the Lego movie.
Yes.
If you don't, we're going to hunt you down and and we're going to reenact the Lego movie with our own Legos.
I'll be like Batman. I'm just going to be throwing these bat crescents
at you until you watch the
Oh
movie.
no, just drive the Batmobile into your house and start gunning you down, even though Batman doesn't use guns. Whatever.
With Legos.
With Legos.
A Lego gun.
I'll just throw Legos at you. It'll do the job. It'll hurt you pretty bad.
Because we're master builders.
Yes, master builders, just like Emmett, because he told us that anyone could be special.
Because we're very special. Like you, audience.
Yes, you're special too. And you know what? This movie, we came into the theater,
I did not know what to expect.
There were all these little kids. There was a bus full of little
Yes.
children coming into this film. And it was pretty embarrassing. And there was a big theater full of little tiny children. Like,
5-year-olds.
and they had like all the trailers for these children's movies. Peabody and Sherman
and Muppets.
and the Muppets, the second Muppets movie.
Sequel.
Yeah, whatever that movie is. And we even got Pokemon cards with our tickets.
Because they love us so much.
I got Pikachu and Fennekin.
I got Pikachu and a...
The wrong energy
wrong
card. He got a
energy
grass type.
For grass type.
But, you know what? Though the experience and these little kids were annoying at times, but I hope they enjoyed the movie because, it's a good movie and everyone should enjoy it. Though, the experience was a little off, the movie made up for everything. It was just a great movie. It exceeded my expectations immensely, and I really hope everyone enjoys this. So thank you for watching. We'll see you soon with more PB+J movie reviews.
Goodbye.
Alright, ciao!